We go. Also, you know, I crashed. This game froze my PC like 3 times last stream. Well, 2 times during the stream, and 1 time before streaming. This is where Ari's bad end scene happens. Oh, but I reinstalled the game, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. But now the main question is which of the 3 do I do first? In the picture. What? Okay, well I can't do new arm first, so I'm between Depth Negotiator Celeste and Sonya and her role model. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's just start from the bottom. After returning from Lake Eridu, the members of the Harmonia College were working harder than ever. They had to hurry and research about Namtar, the Ash Demon, but they can't hold back their studies to purify heinous gods either. Shin and the others were spending their days occupied. Arya, who was glued to her desk, suddenly shouted. As she held her head, Shin approached her from behind. Improving the heart in the bottle.
ダストのろ過装置としての機能を強くすると、どうしても過信にかかる負荷が大きくなって。今組み上げてる浄化工程だと、完了までかなりの長丁場になるでしょ。
True, the heinous gods won't be able to stand it. Even if it's technically sound, if the specimen can't tolerate it, it'd just be a theory. A game theory. As Arya ran her eyes through her notes, Shin mutters an honest opinion of his.
そうなの。過信の生命活動が維持できる環境を構築できればいいんだけど、個体によって性質はまちまちだし。
Arya tosses her arms up as she slumps onto her desk.
アリア、お疲れ様。マッサージしてあげる。トントントン。
I owe you 50, right? Yes? Let's just say yes.
気持ちいい。ありがとう、エンジちゃん。根を詰めすぎるのもよくありませんし、休憩にしましょうか。
Miss Sonya got up. She began preparing for a tea break in the back. I'm sorry. We haven't progressed on our purification research for the heinous god, and yet I troubled you all for my personal issues.
何言ってるんです。ナムタルの調査を決めたのは私ですよ。
But if we don't show any results, the Harmonia College will...
焦る必要はありませんよ。弱小とか時代遅れとか言いたい輩には言わせておけばいいんです。最後にドーンと大きな発表をして、彼らの口を塞いであげれば、それで万事 OK です。
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Right. Uh, well, thanks for the, 25. Yeah, I'm fine. But the real question is, why do you have 3 first names? Alright, anyway. Miss Sonia jerked around to make Shin feel better. The tea was then poured into the cup, and a relaxing aroma filled the area. Yeah, ATM. It's Miss Sonia's scent. What?
ソニア先生の香りなのだわ。
Shin and Henry faced each other as they said the same thing.
考えることは一緒ね。
What?
これが一番好きな銘柄ですから、そう思ってもらえるのは嬉しいですね。なんだかほっとして緊張がほぐれてくるようでしょ。
Hang on, let's just go back to huh? There's is it just is it a brand that's just called Ms. Sonia's scent? What if I said I had 4 first names? That also means you would have 2 middle names.
研究が行き詰まってる時はいいかもしれないの。
Huh?
そうね。焦りは禁物だもの。でもソニア先生、ちょっと感じが変わりました？
Yeah,
前はもっと慌てていたと思うんですけど。
I'd love to have a cup of Ms. Sonia's scent. The tea. How far did you get in Riddle Joker? I'm not that far in.
そう感じるとしたら、シンくんたちの影響ですね、きっと。自分でもずぶとくなったかなと思う時があります。
First choice. Sure. Oh, well, I mean, I'm past the first choice. At least. Nanami's route first choice. Yes. Miss Sonia shyly laughed as she took a sip of her tea. Shin followed and tipped his cup as well. Now I'm making you worry.
本当ですか？でしたらもうちょっと控えてもらいたいものですけど。私ここ最近で寿命がどれだけ縮んだかわかりません。
Sorry.
シン謝ってばっかりなの。こればっかりはしょうがないよ。シンのおかげでソニア先生の辛労はいかばかりか。
By the way, where's Celeste? I don't think I saw her today. Shin attempted to change the subject from himself to something different.
セレスさんでしたら気象台にいるはずですよ。
I got home around 5 p.m. I worked from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Jesus. You're getting longer hours. You're getting more hours at the weather station.
あそこでは大陸のダストの動きを観測していますから、それでカイマ・ナムタルの動きをつかむつもりのようです。大陸全土から集積される膨大な情報からカイマの痕跡を見つけ出すなんて気の遠くなるほど地道な作業になるのですが。
Celeste. Was she staring at the weather map at this very moment? Shin was filled with gratitude towards Celeste.
気になるなら顔を見に行ってみたら？
Yeah, I should.
でしたらこのお菓子も差し入れに持っていってください。セレスのこと手伝ってあげて。
Yeah, will do. Searching for Namtar was his selfish request. He has to do whatever he can to help. Shin nodded while feeling thankful for his team's support. How far did you get into Necropara? I haven't started Necropara. I'm gonna finish Riddle Joker first. The tower to observe the dust was at the edge of the academy grounds. Also known as the weather station, the tower that was built beside a small lake was a relaxation spot for many academy associates. Huh? Yeah. Well, I've only played like 4 hours. Shin walked past several strolling couples and joggers as he headed toward the entrance of the tower. Do you like it so far? Yeah, it's alright. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like heavily invested yet. That was when his shoulder was tapped.
奇遇だな、シン。こんなところで会うとは。
Favorite girl so far? I mean, Nanami. But like, we haven't interacted with. I haven't interacted with the other girls enough yet. Chancellor Faust.
あまり大きな声で呼んでくれるな。今日は目立ちたくないのでな。
Okay, well if you know how much you stand out, right? Do you have business at the weather station too?
いや、今日の目当てはこっちだ。
Faust smiled proudly as he presented a box he held. Inside the box was a cooling spell. With a cooling spell were some fish he must have caught right before. Oh, you can catch that many here?
うん、今日はなかなかの超過だった。噛んだ機会があれば、そなたも一緒にどうだ？
But what about your official business? It surprised Shin to see Faust, who was the Chancellor of the and the King, fishing all day by himself. Fishing all by himself. I think there was meant to be a day. One question, Faust laughed, attempting to brush it off.
細かいことは気にするな。王宮の大臣やここの副長でもあるまいに。
Favorite visual novel so far? My Clutzy Cupid. Out of the ones we've streamed, including Riddle Joker. Second, second's harder. Probably Ars Magna.
北部樹海での異変からずっと緊張状態が続いていたのだ。いかな超人とてたまには息抜きが必要であろう。
Least favorite, Riddle Joker. I haven't played enough of it yet. Meaning you came here in secret?
待てし、めったなことを言うでない。そうだ、これを分けてやろうか。
Least favorite excluding Riddle Joker. I've only played 3. What do you think is third? If I've already said Ars Magna and My Clutzy Cupid. No thank you. Angel bitch. Shouldn't turn down Fath's fresh fish wait, what? Fresh fish bride to keep him quiet. Hang on. I kind of need to get going.
そうだ。北部樹海ではそなたらも大変だったそうだな。報告は受けておる。破壊者を相手に厳しい戦いであったと。
Chancellor Faust's tone changed as Shin stopped and turned to face him.
アルバートのことは残念であった。皆からも慕われていたようだ。
I'm sorry, if only I were.
もっと強ければ死なせずに済んだと。
Faust's expression suddenly turned serious as he glared at Shin.
そのような思い込みは死んだアルバートも本意ではなかろう。うぬぼれる男は嫌いではないが、そのうぬぼれ方は良くないな。
Chancellor Faust.
アルバートはそなたやハルモニア派のこれからに希望を託していったのであろう。ならば、そなたにはその意志を前に進める務めがある。
Purifying heinous gods, Astarte and the Philosopher's Stone. There are plenty of things we must do.
分かっておるのならよい。そなたには今更の説教であったやもしれんな。
This life isn't only mine. I think about that. I think about that a lot lately, and what I can do. Shin unconsciously placed his hand on his chest.
オーズを広げるため暗躍する破壊者、ハイカブリ姫、それにナムタルなるカイマのことも気になる。これまで水面下で進んでいた物事がどうも本格的に動き出したようだな。
Do you think all the incidents are associated in some way?
ダストの動きが活性化している。それにつられてうごめき出す者どもがいるということだ。だからドールのような戦力もいる。ハルモニア派はあれを良くないものと見ておるようだが、この世には必要悪というものもあるのだよ。
necessary evils. Faust's expression seemed to have a sternness of a king. You mean to have the sternness? Never mind. And not just an alchemist.
そういえばシンはここに何しに来たのだ？相引きであればパートナーの姿がないようだが。
Around the weather station is an iconic dating spot. The Chancellor probably wanted to hint that out. Shin shook his head and tried to mention how he came to search of Celeste. That was when.
シン、学長？二人が一緒にいるなんて何かあったの？
Speaking the devil. Celeste, perfect. I came here to see you.
なんと
I knew he was gonna. Look at the image in Discord. What is it gonna be? I knew he's gonna misunderstand. Well, non-stop, not November. Oh. Just USA banner, nice. Yeah, I'm on a date with Celeste. Even though we just met each other. Shin's voice was wiped out with Faust's loud voice. Despite stating how he didn't want to be noticed, he attracted the attention of everyone around the area.
突然何を言っているのですか、学長？
いかんぞ。そなたが錬金術の勉強をすると言うから許したのだ。それを父は。
父である前に学長だったのでは？
Unlike Faust, who was startled, Celeste gradually regained her coolness. She isn't denying. She isn't denying anything. What is it? Momo Euro. Right. She isn't denying that we're on a date. That was when Shin thought he saw a hawkish glint in her eyes.
シン、そういえば見てほしいものがあったのだけど。
Huh? Celeste suddenly drew close and wrapped her arm around his. Shin's nose picked up a sweet whiff of her from her. Hey, Celeste. Yeah, the English name Sister Ritual. Okay.
勘違いされては困ります。私はシンにこのデータを見てもらいたいだけですから。
Celeste, what is this data? What data is this? Celeste pulled out a thick stack of papers from her bag, filled with filed by date. They were weather maps that contained the recent movement of the dust.
観測班の方に頼んでもらってきたの。図の見方やダストの動きの予測も一通り教えてもらえたわ。ナムタルのダストのパターンには特徴があったから、似た波形を見つけることさえできれば。
We'd be able to find a replication, but that's some tedious work. If it was just around Lake Eridu, observing would have been easy. But the Arceus continent was large in the Endless Land. An infinite number of ash demons and oblivions appeared and move. Wait, what? In the Endless Land, an infinite number of ash demons and oblivions appear and move. Okay, there we go. Trying to find a specific target in that is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
大変なことは分かっているつもりよ。腕のいい錬金術師ならもっと効率的な手段を編み出すのかもしれない。だけど私はまだ未熟だから、それなら根気で勝負するしかないでしょ。
Celeste.
アリアはろ過装置の改良に挑んでいる。エンリもサーシャの義手を劇的に改良してみせたわ。私だって負けていられない。
That applies to me too. If the key lies in the Philosopher's Stone, I have to be able to control this power even more. Sympathizing with each other's passion, Shin took Celeste's hand.
おい、仲の難しいところを見せつけるんじゃない。
私たちの関係が健全だとお見せしたまでです。
Celeste drew even closer to Shin as she spoke.
わかった。わかったから離れろ。離れなさい。
そうですね。わかりました。
As Chancellor Faust's face flushed, Celeste let go of Shin quickly, but there was a vicious smile on her face. Victoria's smile.
ところで学長、私たちの研究への熱意を分かってもらった上でお願いがあるのですが。
なんだね。言ってみなさい。
学長のコスモの海板の使用許可をいただきたいのです。海板があれば気象図の分析が飛躍的にはかどりますから。
I see. If we input the data in the virtual continent, we can simulate the movement of the dust.
しかし、あれの運用にはスケジュールが。
1日、いえ、数時間でも結構です。だからどうか。
そなたの意を組んでやりたいのは山々なのだが。
では大臣に相談しましょうか。公務を投げ出して釣りに興じている王よりは親身になっていただけるかも。
Uh-oh, she's blackmailing him. Celeste's eyes were fixed on Faust's luggage. She saw through him and instantly knew it was the special box to store the fish he caught. Chancellor Faust turned pale.
そういえば夜間のメンテナンスの前ならば使える時間はあったな。
Yes.
ありがとうお父様。
マナ娘のたっての頼みなのだ。仕方あるまい。
Nice going, Celeste. Seeing Celeste call Faust her father instead of Chancellor, Shin caught a glimpse of her cunning side. Later in the evening. Shin and Celeste were at the Chancellor's office. Normally, scholars are not allowed to enter. The two were stuck in the room analyzing the data until late in the night. How many times did they do the simulation? As his overworked eyes grew hazy, Shin was woken by Celeste's voice.
シン、ちょっと来て。これを見て。
Did you find traces of Namtar? Thanks for the hydrate. And the stretch.
まだわからないけど、このパターンエリドゥーコの時と反応が似ている気がするの。
Let's see. Celeste found one dust pattern that appeared and disappeared in small amounts in short periods. And in short periods. Which game will you be streaming tomorrow? Hello, Saint Quartz. I will be streaming probably Sugar Sweet Temptation, and then I'll be streaming Genshin because maintenance. 4.2 comes out tomorrow, and I haven't pre-installed yet, but I will do it after stream. The way it suddenly appeared from a distant area from other dust groups certainly resembled Namtar. I'm surprised you were able to find this fast of a reaction.
でもこれがナムトルだとして追跡はできるかしら。情報が断片的すぎて。
Wait. If it moved away from Lake Eridu, maybe we can predict the direction she's moving at least. Shin connects Namtar's coordinates from Lake Eridu, then he extended the line toward the direction she was moving. This is Varan Mountains. That's the Varan Mountains.
確か風のオリジンティアマトの直轄地。
Oh, we're gonna meet Tiamat next? Namtar tried to go to the water sanctuary before. Maybe the mission she's been given by Astarte has something to do with the origins or the sources of their powers.
ナムタルの次の目的地はティアマトの聖地だと？
Oh hell nah. The Ash Demons are trying to steal all the gnosis from the origins. I wish we had more definite proof. Hold up. Shin controlled the map and zoomed into the Varan Mountains. A detailed topography appeared and various information was displayed based on the weather data that was input. Varan Mountains have the highest elevations on the continent and are known for their harshness. Even if Namtar is capable, she's still a humanoid ash demon. If she were to go to the sanctuary, I bet she would choose the same route chosen by human explorers and climbers. She also picked up on the territory called the Valley of Roaring Winds. Terrain. It was a harsh environment where stormy winds blew annually. If she were to aim for the summit, this would be the most reliable route. Shin calculated the route to the Valley of Roaring Winds with Namtar's coordinates. He then activated the dust simulator on the map. That was when... There. This pattern has the same reaction as what you found earlier, Celeste.
やったわね、シン。これでこの反応がナムタルだという信憑性がかなり上がったわ。
No. You're the one who's amazing. To find such a tiny reaction like this among the massive amount of data. Thank you. We have a lead now.
運が良かっただけよ。それにシンがついていてくれなかったら諦めていたかもしれないわ。
I'm sure you would have accomplished it, even without me around. I believe in the strength of your will.
そう？そんなまっすぐ言われると照れるわね。
Celeste's cheek flushed as she shifted her gaze elsewhere.
それでどうするの？バレーン山脈に向かう？
Yeah. But first, let's report to Ms. Sonia. We better get prepared and leave as soon as possible.
エリドゥーコの時みたいにナムタルと送信の争いになるのは避けたいものね。
Shin turned off the map as he nodded to Celeste. Well, there's also this one. Sonia and her role model. Yeah, I have to do both of these. Shin and Miss Sonia were at the library. She had the same necessary books to get, but he figured it'd be hard for her to carry so many books back and forth, so he volunteered to help.
ごめんなさいね。手伝ってもらって。
Oh, it's nothing. Shin responded with a smile and noticed the air in the library seemed different. It was quiet, as always, but there was some sort of tenseness within the silence.
何かあったんでしょうか？
Ah, it's Professor Yoran.
あら、珍しいですね。ヨハン教授が図書館で調べ物なんて。
The bitch. Professor Johann was seated at the table while focusing on the books. The books he had. With his serious expression, it was only natural for the mood to turn tense. Johann. Professor Johann. I see, since Professor Johann is here, everyone is nervous. Yeah, no, I realized.
邪魔をしたらいけません。静かに通り過ぎましょう。
Yeah. Shin nodded as Miss Sonia whispered to him. Shin attempted to walk past the table Professor Johann was seated at as quietly as possible. Miss Sonia? The silence was broken by Miss Sonia out of all people. Look at how short he is. Noticing the voice, Professor Johann raised his head from his book.
君たちも調べ物かね?
Yeah.
はい、すみません。大きな声を上げてしまって。教授が読まれていた。
Ah, shit.
そうかね。
はい、すみません。大きな声を上げてしまって。教授が読まれていたものが意外でしたので。
If it wasn't for the fucking website that you made me visit.
そうかね。
Shin wondered what it was after Professor Johann's expression turned awkward. The title stated Summary of Forming Contracts with Kin. What?
それは詩のフランソワ先生の残した論文ですね。
Yeah, that's a bit confusing.
刺激の術式のことで少し行き詰まっていたところでね。先人の知恵を借りようと思ったのだよ。君としては死の功績をマルドゥック派に利用されるのは複雑かもしれないが。
いいえ、そんなことはありません。死の知見が教授のお役に立つのはとても嬉しいことです。
Professor Johann turned his gaze toward the void. He then muttered a few words.
フランソワ・プレラーティ教授は 優れた錬金術師だった。
Is that who wrote that book?
はい、私の師匠だった方です。フランソワ先生には錬金術師として大切なことをたくさん教えてもらいました。
なくすには惜しい人だった。彼女が存命ならば、君たちハルモニア派の現在の苦境もなかっただろう。
Damn, that's just taking a jab at Miss Sonia.
そうですね。私の代でハルモニア派は大きな成果を上げられていませんから。
Miss Sonia looked down from taking those words of her lack of ability personally. Miss Sonia, you're hardworking. You're working hard. You're our teacher and we look up to you.
だが君たちが取り組む家臣浄化は一向に成果を出していない。いや、浄化ができるという願望論に答えなどないのだ。
Professor Johann turned to Shin. His sentimental expression he showed earlier faded and spoke in a cold yet realistic manner. That's not true.
君たちには可能性がある。その際と時を空飛せず、ふさわしい道へと導くのも死の務めだろ
う。ヨハン教授、マルドゥック派が家臣をドールの素材としているから、そのようにおっしゃるのですか？もしそうだとしたら撤回してください。私はシン君たちの研究が無駄だなんて一度だって思ったことはありません。
Miss Sonia was becoming emotional. She seemed more frustrated about her scholars being insulted rather than herself. Miss Sonia.
確かに、錬金術の奥義に至る道は一つではない。私は何もマルドゥック派が絶対に正しいなどと増長しているつもりはない。だが、もし行く道が袋小路なら、それを忠告するのも同輩のよしみだろう。
With that said, Johann eyed Shin once again.
シンバルト、北部樹海での君の戦闘記録を読んだ。私のドールに劣らぬ驚異的な活躍と言っていい。
Man beats machine once again.
しかし、あれほどのダストの中で活動できたのは不自然にも感じるな。事実、同行していた A 氏は人火によって死亡している。
Ah. What are you saying? Shin's tone sounded alarmed as Professor Johann shot a glance that was insistent as a snake.
君と君のジューマー、エンリと言ったかな。君たちには私のまだ知らないダストを克服するための秘密があるのではないか。
Maybe. That's...
それは、だが完全ではない。もしくは完全とするためのピースが足りない。
Person is observing us more than I imagined. Shin shuddered as he realized that he's hit the nail on the head.
実に興味深いよ、君は。機会があれば、じっくり調べてみたいものだ。君のジューマも含めてね。
No thanks. The only person who is allowed to do research on me is Miss Sonia. The only person who is allowed to experiment on me is Sonia.
力の使い方を決めるのは本人の意思であるべき。彼は自分の意思で進むべき道を決めています。
And that includes in the bedroom. I mean, what? Miss Sonia's voice was loud enough to ring throughout the hall. All the other scholars and researchers turned this way in shock.
ごめんなさい。大声を出して。
I'm tired. Yeah, me too. Miss Sonia stepped out and began bowing at Professor Johann in their surroundings.
どうも請求すぎたようだな。このような場所で議論をするのは予想か。
Have a good night, Dexter.
はい。
君たちの研究、今しばらく期待しておこう。だが、ハルモニア派に後がないのは忘れないよう。このまま成果が上がらないようなら、新進の学派に党を明け渡すこともあり得る。プレラーティ教授を尊敬していた私としては、ハルモニア派の失墜は見たくないのでね。
Miss Sonia bit her lip. As if he lost interest in her and Shin, Professor Johann returned to reading his research materials. Soon after, the two borrowed the necessary documents and left the library. I work tomorrow 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Ah, right. Well, at least it isn't 9 hours. It's still 8 hours, but, you know. Shin glances over to Miss Sonia walking beside him. Is the Harmony College in danger to the point we'd lose our workshop?
そんなこと、シンくんは気にしなくて大丈夫ですよ。それよりも、過信浄化の研究、頑張りましょう。
Good night, Dexter. Still, just as he spoke, Shin dropped his words. In the end, all he could do was produce results, with Miss Sonia believing in him. He now needed to accomplish the purification process of the heinous gods. I was happy that you defended me.
私こそ、こんな頼りない先生なのに、ついてきてくれて、いつも感謝しているんですよ。
You're a wonderful alchemist, Miss Sonia. When you showed us how to form a contract with a god during the extracurricular class, that's when I decided to join the Harmony College.
嬉しいことを言ってくれますね。
Oh, Miss Sonia! Miss Sonia was hugging Shin's head. I wish that was me.
すみません、つい。
It's okay.
ごめん。でも、ヨハン教授には気をつけてくださいね。
I'll be alright. No matter how many times he tries to recruit me, I have no plans of joining the Marduk College. Yeah, there's not enough hot women in the Marduk College. There's only Maltina and Friend when that happens.
それは信じていますけど、ヨハン教授があなたやエンリさんに執着しているように見えたので。
Miss Sonia had a complicated look on her face.
ヨハン教授は興味のある研究対象を放っておくような人ではありません。賢者の石のことを知ったら、どんな手段を使っても手に入れようとしてくるでしょう。
He'd do anything? It was the first time Miss Sonia described someone in this kind of manner. The Marduk College has a good record of extracting resources for the dolls by torturing the heinous gods. With that in mind, I began to think Miss Sonia's words weren't too far off. Alright, I'll do my best to keep the Philosopher's Stone a secret. So that's why I'm gonna say it out in the hallway, out loud. At least until I'm able to control and use this power completely.
それがいいでしょう。もちろん私にできることなら協力しますからね。あ、協力というのは研究のことで。
I know. Can I ask you one other thing?
はい、何でしょうか。
It's about your master, about Francois Prelati.
あ、やっぱり気になりますよね。
He was the one who led the previous Harmonia College, right? What kind of person was she?
素晴らしい師でしたよ、フラン先生は。いつも落ち着いた眼差しで私たちを見守ってくれて、錬金術の可能性を見せてくれたんです。先生に少しでも追いつきたくて私も頑張っているんですけどまだまだですね、本当に。
Miss Sonia criticized herself, but her eyes seemed clear, as if she was chasing after a memory.
フラン先生はオーズ遠征に出て帰らぬ人になりました。
To all? Did she get past to the... Did she go past the Desert of Death?
はい。送信のエレメントを束ねてダストの災厄を払う。それがハルモニア派の悲願でしたから。いえ、それは今も変わってませんね。フラン先生は5行を収めた後、最後のエレメントである月の力を求めたんです。
The moon?
万骸のオリジンとされる英知のアスタルテは、そう呼ばれるようになる前、月を司っていたという説があります。もちろん、シン君は知っていますね。
Yes, I studied that in this very library. You should remember just how he met Ms. Sonia in the library. That time, Sonia approached Shin and Henry while they were researching a statue.
アルケウス大陸の月は砂漠の先から昇ります。そこに送信アスタルテがいるのではないか。昔から言い伝えられてきたことです。
A statue is in the boundary between Soshi and Or, but I thought that was some kind of fairy tale. Matters have changed from 100 years ago, when pilgrimages to the desert were still made, but with Oblivion active, journeying to the desert was almost suicidal.
実際過酷な旅でしたよ。死の灰が砂嵐のように吹き荒れて、生きて動くものすらない。
You accompanied her? Shin raised his voice to his surprise. Miss Sonia showed a bitter smile.
砂漠に入ってすぐに脱落してしまいましたけどね。でも、フラン先生は諦めなかった。止めようとした私たち弟子を残して、旅を続けたんです。その後ろ姿が、私が見た最後の先生の姿になりました。
Having to part with her mentor, she admired, having to part with her mentor she admired due to the lack of power. Thinking of how she must have felt made Shin's heart sting. I'm sorry for making you remember a tough memory.
いいえ、あの時のことは一日だって忘れたことはありません。だから私はフラン先生の後を継いでハルモニア派を守ることにしたんです。先生の帰る場所を残そうと思って。
Miss Sonia.
おかしいですよね。私、先生が亡くなったとは思ってないんですよ。まだ砂漠の向こうで私たちを待っている気がして。フラン先生、そういうところがありましたから、なんていうか、進む道を照らしてくれるような。
I understand how that feels. My master, Albertus, was like that as well.
三賢人アルベルトス様は無敵の二つ名でも知られていましたね。錬金術という心理探求の海に挑む者たちを導いてくれるような人という意味だとか。三賢人は錬金術中高の祖です。中でもアルベルトス様は後進のために体系のしっかりとした学術書を書かれました。その著作は教科書として使われていますね。
For me, my master was like a flute sounding in the fog. He was supportive and gave me courage. That's why I think the way you feel about Miss Francois is similar to how I feel for my master.
ええ、そうですね。本当にそう思います。フラン先生は陰性される前のアルベルトス様に指示したと言っていましたし、その影響はあったのかもしれません。
Miss Sonia smiled cheerfully as she took Shin's hand. Miss Sonia?
私たちには偉大な先人がいます。彼らに恥じないよう、これからも信じた道を進み続けましょう。
Yes, let's do that with everyone in the Harmonia College, just me and Sonia. Shin truly was pleased he was able to have a conversation with her. He was glad he was able to know more about Ms. Sonia and felt the Harmonia College was even more special than before. No matter what anyone says, as long as I'm with Miss Sonia, Ari and the others. Shin restored his enthusiasm for his research. Nice. Let's just save that. Wow, look at all that percentage. Next story. New arm. Even though it's just replacing the strings. Hang on. Although they're stated, oh right, I forgot to make this first. Alright, now I can buy threads. Now I can new arm it. Finally, Major Alexandra's prosthetic arm was about to be complete. Using the god Namu's thread as a base, intricate movements and response times have been improved. Shin, Henry, Celeste, Maltina, and Friend joined to watch the test today.
調子はどう？神経系の伝達力が強化されて前より反応が良くなってるはずなの。
少し動かした感じではあまり変わった感覚はないが。
The Major opened and closed her fist to check the fit.
やはり無駄骨だったのではなくて、少佐の義手は最初の時点で最高スペックですわ。でも戦いではわずかな反応の遅れが命取りになるって。
ああ、問題は戦闘時の動きの速度と精密さだったな。シン君、頼めるか？
Are you sure? If I hit you directly, it'll hurt, and you might get injured.
構わん。これ式をさばけないようでは話にならないからな。
Okay then. Shin placed his gauntlet placed his gauntlet on and pointed the muzzle toward the Major. He tweaked the spell and turned the liquid metal into bullets. In the meantime, he adjusted it to make it less powerful. Then, needle shot.
見切った。
銃弾を手づかみで。なんて反応速度なの。さすがよサーシャ。
いえ、来る方向とタイミングさえ分かっていればこれ式は。しかし、なるほど。
Crushed bullets fell out of the Major's prosthetic hand. Her face showed a smile with a look of confidence.
これはいい。反応がダイレクトに伝わる。それに鋼鉄の頑丈さを持ち合わせた義手か。使えるな。礼を言うぞエンリ君。これで私もまだまだ戦える。いや、前より強くなれそうだ。
Also, I might end stream early today because I should start playing more Riddle Joker, and I've been procrastinating it. I've only been playing on Saturday, and at that rate, I won't be able to finish it before I go to Vietnam. So,
お役に立ててよかったな。
Major brought her prosthetic hand out. Henry hesitantly shook it. Looks like your work paid off, Henry.
ええ、これで一安心ね。まあ、それで奏者にまた無茶をされたら困るけど。
しかし、姫様の無理をお支えするのも私の大切な任務で。
お互い様ってことなの。そうかもしれないわね。
これはしたり。
The two shyly smiled at the way Henry wrapped it up.
これで勝ったと思わないことですわね。そもそもドール技術がなければ少佐の義手はできていなかったのですから。
マルチな、勝ちとか負けの問題ではないでしょ。
Yeah, if anything, this prosthetic arm was a collaboration between the Harmonia College and Marduk College. Despite being rivals, there's no rule stating they couldn't cooperate. In this case, both colleges made up for each other's weaknesses, but still followed their own philosophy and structure.
ああ、この義手を思いのまま動くようにしたハルモニア派も見事だが、マルドゥック派の仕事もまた見事。比べられるものではあるまい。
少佐がそうおっしゃるなら、まあ少しくらいハルモニア派に花を持たせてあげてもよいのですが。
Having not been given the win, Maltina closed herself off, though she sparked back up and continued.
けれどあまり調子に乗らないことですわね。マルデュック派の技術力はこんなものではありませんわ。今開発中の新型ドールをその目にしたら、ハルモニア派の方々なんてきっと震え上がりますわ。
Latest doll?
姉さん、それはまだ秘密。
Frank quickly muffled sister's mouth in a hurry. This reminded Maltina, who let out a cough and tried to maintain her composure.
それでは皆様、ごきげんよう。私とフレンは用があるので失礼させていただきますわ。
Nice.
じゃあレンリー、シーさんもまた今度。
The two left the scene in a hurry. Shin watched as Maltina stomped away and friend scurried behind her.
気になることを言っていたの。サーシャ、新型ドールのことで何か聞いていることは？
計画があるとは。しかしその詳細については私も聞き及んでおりません。
サーシャが知らないのなら、よほど極秘裏に開発を進めているのね。
No, and Professor Johann. I'm sure it'll be overly advanced, with more crazy functions when compared to current dolls. The recent battle in the forest proved the doll's skills. The mass production of the dolls will will probably accelerate too. Shid couldn't help but feel a strange uneasiness to it. Oh. Well, you know, like I said, I will probably end stream off for now. I want to play more Riddle Joker, and I can't really do that on stream. So yeah. Sorry for the shorter stream, but you know what? Since this is going to be shorter, since this is going to be a shorter stream, I'm probably gonna play more. I'll probably play more Ars Magna tomorrow. Let's just go. I don't think she will be a 5-star. You know, she's probably gonna be like Charlotte, and she's probably gonna be a 4-star. Oh. The wind blew violently. The frigid wind mixed with sleet blew through the narrow valley, and any human would freeze immediately. Did Siege Wing release yet? No. What? I said Charlotte. Why did you think I said Sijuin? No, it's the It's Charlotte and Farina that are released. But the cold meant nothing to an ash demon like her. Leaning into the wind, she dragged her small body forward inch by inch. That was when she stopped on the spot. Staring into the white haze, she emits a low growl. Not this guy.
なるほど。匂いが違うの。
Neptar created a dust spear and pointed to the shadow that suddenly appeared. However, just before she can strike the opponent, the Ash Demon girl was slammed by an object that attacked her from the side. What swatted Namtar was massive bat wings.
ダメでしょ、いきなり襲いかかるなんて。しつけのなっていない子ね。
これは俺が礼儀を教えてやらねばな。
じっとしてなさい。
Just as Namtar tried to get up, Cinderella's solidified hair came together.
海に宿った賢者の石のレプリカ利用させてもらうぞ。
Who the fuck? Agrippa held up an ash furnace skull toward Namtar, who was suffering. Namtar is OP. Of course, she is. The moment they arrived, the weather turned bad. Well, the blizzard was raging in the canyon and the cold was bitter. Normally, they would wait until the weather got better, but Shin and the others had a reason for being unable to wait.
間違いない。この吹雪にはダストが含まれてるよ。
Arya looked concerned after completing measuring with her spiral circuit.
この風は谷の奥から吹いてくるものです。それにダストが含まれているということは。
Yeah, I was gonna say 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Nah, I wouldn't be caught dead working. I would be dead if I had to work 12, 13, 14, 17 hours. $17 hours in a day. Yeah.
オリジンの聖地に何か異変があった
？6 a.m. to 11 a.m. At least it's only 5 hours. Better than 9 hours.
ナムタルが関係しているのかもしれないわ。あの子が谷の奥まで侵入しているとするなら。
Namtar said she had a mission from Astarte to complete the Philosopher's Stone.
けれど今のアスタルテは過信なのでしょ？
Using the Philosopher's Stone for Oblivion, it's a possibility. The Philosopher's Stone can condense and store the dust. If it is spread using the wind in the valley, it can pollute a wide area.
シンはこのダストが 今後もっと濃くなると考えてるの？
I can't say as of yet, but Shin paused for a moment as he gazed up at the mountain shrouded in the blizzard. I had a bad feeling. I feel like there's something malicious in the dust phenomenon.
シン、出発を急いだ方がいいかもしれませんね。
Shin's purpose is to create Namtar, but if she is the source of spreading the capture Namtar, what? Creating? Oh, thanks for the hydrate. And the headpad. Shin's purpose is to capture Namtar. But if she is the source of spreading the dust, things would change. The more time passes, the risk of matters also would getting worse would raise.
アイテムによる備えはしっかりしないとね。
Add more items to your throne wish list. That's the thing, though. I don't know what to add. The only I could add more figures, but I don't have space to put them. I've already filled up my shelf with manga and figures. There aren't any physical manhwa copies because manhwa and manhwa, Korean and the Chinese versions of manga are both meant for long strips in on a website. They're not meant to be read from left to right. They're meant to be read up to down. No, no! No thanks. I'm not gonna buy it on a whole. I already went on a whole spiel about... Well, you know, for VOD watchers, I haven't really went on a whole spiel about how I will never buy an owner haul. But I will never buy an owner haul.
ちょっと手を加えれば、防塵符でもある程度寒さがしのげるわ。
Okay, once we're ready, we should start exploring. Is that alright, Miss Sonia? Physical copies of VMs. No! Are they legal? I mean, probably. But how? Why would I want physical copies of a visual novel? How would I play it? I don't have a disc drive.
もう無茶は慣れっこですよ。
I would just have a like a case. I'll think of something to put on my throne. A USB disc. Look, all I'm gonna say is that I already have a 2 terabyte hard drive for all my, you know. Miss Sonia smiled bitterly as she slumped her shoulders. What? Oh god, my mouse is blending into the fucking snow. Alright, let's start fighting. There's a wind pullet. I got to go all out for Christmas. Oh. Damn. Look, if I think of something, I'll add it to my throne. But at the moment, I can't think of anything.
ねえねえ、これっていいものかしら。
いいものを見つけたようですよ。
December 1st, you take a long break from stream, right?
錬金術師の力を示す時だね。
Well, I don't know when. I don't remember when I start. When I go to Vietnam, so it might be before December, or it might be further into December. Actually, what is this guy weak to? Water. All right, that's all right. That should be fine then, right? Can you only do specific items on throne? No. Not necessarily. You can. I could probably. I'm not sure. Oh. Oh. He has invincibility. I did not see that. Well, that was a waste. Yeah, this guy's gonna be harder than the actual boss. You know, I would love to have something better than Citra to you know, passively heal my MP, because once I got the golden gun, she's been struggling, let's just say. Oh. Well, as long as he isn't immune. I didn't even get him. You know what? I didn't even want him. These are pretty weird parts, but alright. Remember to heal? Don't worry. I will. Oh! I didn't expect to get 2 crests. Okay, there is a fight at the end. Alright, I can fight this guy, and then I go back. I go through the other route.
皆さんのために道を示します。アーマーディバイド。エレメントブリッド。ソードブレイカー。インビジブル。嵐で閉じ込める。私たちなら
For some reason, I remember this map layout part. Wait, what do you mean? You mean like this type of map? I mean this
ねえねえ、
this
これって
exact
いいのか
layout.
しら。
Or are you talking about the whole thing? Actually, I
こ
don't
こ
know
で
what I'm
少し
saying.
リラックス。
Also, what does this guy do? Kill dragon prop. Right. I don't really need you. You know, actually, Aquapullet might be alright. You know, to replace it for... Since I have Rain Shot. That's what it's called, right? Rain Shoot. How do I get to it? Inventory. Yeah, Rain Shoot, which has water that does water element, right? I can do it. I can do that, right? It gives mind and defense instead of technique, but that's fine. I think it also gives her more MP. The thing with Salamander as well. Salamander gives a lot of attack. So I have to have him on someone. And outside of Sonya, let me think here. I can't think of anyone else. It's the same with Kirishea. Shin would probably be also viable. Arya as well. Like, do I really need that much flame element boost? I have it on Flame Ghidorah and Flame Wolf, but also Salamander. Actually, yeah. Never mind. That might work better because Salamander gives mind, which I haven't confirmed. I'm just speculating that mind increases magic damage. I could also replace Doronoko with Salamander. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, you know, we gotta, you know, one thing though, wait, yo, oh, right, Sonya, I gave Sonya a crest that has MP, so, of course, even though I was on the square when I gave it to Sonya, it didn't heal the MP, so. But one thing I do wish that the game let you do is that it let you click on a different tile. You know, like, if you click on this tile at the end, it would just automatically send you there. You know, since I've already cleared everything out. So, the group checked through the snow. They checked their location carefully while avoiding getting lost along rocky slopes. After passing through small peaks, suddenly a crack appeared among the dark clouds. It's been a while since they've seen any sun, but the brightness did not last long. The dust suddenly gushed and covered the area in darkness. Kuh.
何急にダストが
They instantly pulled their hoods on and covered their mouths.
来たのね、私の愛しい人。なんとなく会えると思っていたわ。
I don't know why they have question marks. I think everyone knows who this is. That doll's voice. Chills ran through his body as he activated his blade from his gauntlet. Cinderella, sorry babe, I got a new wife. And her name is Apsu.
どうしてここに
私の伴侶となるべき人がいるのなら、理由としては十分ではないかしら。
You know what? Never mind. Maybe.
伴侶真のこと言ってるの
Husband? You know what? I'm alright with that.
そんな縁談聞いてないよ。真と結ばれたいなら姉である私を通してもらわないと。
Wait, Arya, don't just go on.
とにかくあなたの企み洗いざらい吐いてもらうわ。
Celeste drew out her shining hilt and pointed the tip towards Cinderella.
それは真に送った趣旨のこと？それともアグリッパの進める計画のことかしら？
Look, Cinderella, I don't think you understand. I was meant to give you my seed, not the other way around, okay?
趣旨まさかそれが真の賢者の石を変質させた。
待ってください。ここには破壊者アグリッパも来ているのですか？
アスタルテが送り込んだ娘は使い出がありそうだもの。あの男が放っておくはずはないでしょうね。
アスタルテが送り込んだ。まさかそれって。
Namtar.
ではこの異変はカイマナムタルを利用した破壊者の企みだと。
アグリッパの思惑にさして興味はないわ。いずれこの阻止へはダストに飲まれる定め。遅いか早いかの違いにさしたる意味はないもの。
Cinderella shrugged before shyly eyeing Shin. Slyly. Shyly? Shin couldn't help but shudder at her gaze. Why is she speaking honestly?
罠かもしれないよ。こっちを油断させたり騙そうとしているのかも。
That may be part of the destroyer's plan.
まあ、そんな風に取られるだなんて悲しいわ、愛しい人。せっかくあなたのために教えてあげているのに信じてもらえないのね。
What?
ちょっとさっきから慣れ慣れしいんじゃない？破壊者の仲間のくせに。
もうさっきからうるさい娘、塵になってしまえばいいのに。
なんですって？
Oh. That was when a gust of wind blew and the dust around Cinderella rustled away. Look, this wasn't a battle spot. This square. This was a talk square. For a few seconds, the rays of light peering between the clouds shined down on Cinderella. Oh, what?
ハイカブリ姫の姿がブレて。
気をつけて、そこにいるのは本物ではありません。
Soft laughter came from behind Shin. Oh. Uh-oh. A pitch black figure emerged from the lump of snow. A tentacle made from hair entangled around Shin's leg as he tried to distance himself. What?
うかつだったわね。私にも錬金術の知識があることを忘れていたのかしら。
That image was from the Mirage Frame. Mirage Frame is an item that projects an arbitrary image. The image can be determined as a fake if they closely observe it. If they closely observed it. But it was difficult to tell due to the blizzard. Damn it!
シーンを離しなさい。
Shin drew his blade out, and Arya raised her spiral circuit at the same time. The woman's cry was almost deafening. It wasn't a real voice, but the sound of the strong winds blowing through the canyon. A painful gust of wind blew against them. White darkness blinded them. Unable to stand, they weren't sure which way was even up or down.
待ての。風を呼ぶ。なんて。
Don't worry, Arya. You've got control wind, right? You can control wind. You've got wind prison. Shin could hear Arya's voice. He extended his hands, only to have his fingers painted white. How do you feel about Sonya X Apsu? No. Only if it's Sonya X Shin X Apsu. It was an avalanche. Clumps of snow slammed against his body. A tremendous weight piled on top and choked him. Without a moment to think about freezing, he was being dragged somewhere. Sure. I'm okay with that one. His vision was filled with blankness, but among the white was a single black dot. Like an ink blot, a tentacle was extended, jaggedly cutting through the snow.
安心なさい。あなたを傷つけたりはしないわ。
I doubt that. Cinderella's wings wrapped around his body, but that feeling at the end, Shin lost consciousness. Shit. When he woke up, he was in a monochrome world. Dust piled to the ends of the horizon, and was filled with silence, to the point his ears hurt. After brushing the piles of dust off him, he got up. Walking aimlessly, he continued to walk through the field of ashes. His footsteps proceeding through the ash rung mechanically. His traces were quickly covered by the ash brought in by the faint winds. Therefore, he quickly lost his sense of direction. How much did he walk? He felt like he walked for days, or maybe he's only walked for a few minutes. From the corner of his eye, he saw a city. As if it were emerging from a mirage, the unrealistic buildings were exposed to the ashy winds and lost their form from their edges. That was when he noticed someone was standing next to him. Grey skin, glistening black hair. The black dress looked almost like modern clothes. She looked forward at the city turning into dust. Her crimson eyes were the first color he'd seen in this world. Clear tears flowing from her eyes appeared beautiful to him. She was mourning the end of the world, and trying to keep the remnants in her heart. The cinder-covered town gradually disappeared, and the shape was barely distinguishable. Using all his strength, he got up. He struggled as he pushed the snow aside and crawled out to the surface. It seemed like he was tossed to the bottom due to the avalanche. Shin pulled out the other person with him as he collected his breath. After a few moments, he realized what he had done. What am I even doing? He happened to save Cinderella. She might not be someone to die in an avalanche, but she was she was still an enemy. Nice double S. Perhaps she was unconscious. She grunted before squirming a bit.
おはよう、愛しい人。
What?
気分はどうかしら。
Not the best. I saw something strange.
私の心を覗いたのね。
Yes.
なんだか重はゆいわ。でも、私のことを知ってもらえるのは嬉しいものね。
Yeah, you kind of forced me to get to know you. So that's what it was all about. The monochrome world was covered in ash, left alone while watching civilians come to an end. That must have been Cinderella's image she had in her mind. While it felt awkward, someone understood the loneliness. I could see the reason behind why you want me. The reason why you tweaked the Philosopher's Stone was for that purpose, huh?
私の趣旨はあなた自身を変えていくのよ、シン。力を使えば使うほど、そのありようは私に近づいていく。
What does that even mean? But I'm fighting to stop the dust. I don't plan on doing as you wish.
どうかしら。オーズとソシエの狭間で揺らいでいるのではなくて。
I'm already wavering between women. I don't need to. Do I seem like I am?
あなたは種子を自分のものにしつつある。ダストを取り込んでも前ほど負担にはならなくなっているはずよ。
That's the reason why he was able to crawl out of the layers of snow was due to the dust he took from Cinderella. Previously, he would have suffered a high fever, but right now, he was feeling nice and warm. There was no sense of cold and he was comfortable.
理解しているかしら。あなたは福音を得ているのよ。このソシエがすべて灰に包まれても生きながらえることのできるという福音を。
Are you telling me to ditch those who are important to me and join your side?
大切なものがあるなら、いっそのこと染め上げればいいわ。
Wait.
もうやり方は分かっているのでしょう。
Look, as much as I love Cinderella, I'm not gonna change route just because I want to, you know. What? Shin held his head. What did you do?
ほんの少し種子に養分を与えただけよ。ただのきっかけ。 あなたの心の中の欲望を思い起こさせるためのね。
You sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. The desire in my heart.
あなたはその気になれば人の心と体を支配できるの。例えばジューマのようにね。
By using corruption?
汚れ、種子の福音をそんな風に呼んでいるの？まあ、名前なんてどうだっていいわね。あなたはその素晴らしさを受け入れるだけ。
With that said, Cinderella turned her gaze away.
今のこの世界がなくなるのは確かに悲しいことだわ。けれど喪失の痛みさえ乗り越えれば、シン、あなたは新たな世界を手にすることができる。
Cinderella leaned forth. Her tempting snake-like whisper mysteriously echoed in by his ear. The path to survival lies within ore, with the Philosopher's Stone. You would be able to create new things in the ash-covered world. And that would be my customized world. I could make everyone my kin and create new life like the Apostle. That is my desire. Is that what you want to say? For a brief moment he connected with Cinderella's mind, but it was enough for him to grasp her thoughts. As he muttered, Shin felt as if someone different from himself was speaking.
怖がらないで。身を委ねればいいのよ。ああ、シン、私の愛しい人。
Look, okay, just because there aren't any other women around doesn't... Never mind. Cinderella got close to him. Feeling his heart race, Shin closed his eyes for a moment. I guess I gotta save. Hang on, let me where is it? Let me get the fucking this is where you unlock Chaos Route, but don't. Yeah, I kind of figured. I'll turn away from the temptation for now. I won't succumb to your temptation, Cinderella, even though I really want to. I mean, opening his eyes, Shin raised his arm toward her chest. Noticing his gauntlet being activated, Cinderella furrowed her brow. Do anything funny and I'll crush your core. I won't give you time to revive.
福音について知りながら拒絶すると
There are cases where I feel sympathetic for you who has no choice but to live as an ash demon. But I'm fighting to protect Soshi. There's no way they can be compatible. Shin glared at Cinderella with determination in his cause.
まだ時期が早かったようね。仕方ないわ。
Yeah, Cinderella, you're really bad at indoctrination, aren't you? With a sigh of disappointment, Cinderella parted from Shin. Shin pointed the gauntlet to his opponent, who shrugged. A bit early? You make it sound as if, like if time passes, I'll have a change of heart.
言ったでしょ。種子はあなたが力を使うほど、その身と心に根を張っていく。あなたはいつまで今のあなたのままでいられるでしょうね。
I am the alchemist, Shin Bolt. My will won't waver. I won't become what you want me to be. I mean, unless... Never mind.
今後が見ものね。
Cinderella put on a veil of dust. Still facing him, she backed away and blended back into the mist.
話せて楽しかったわ。ではまた。
Even after she disappeared, Shin remained on guard with his gauntlet. As the dust concentration lowered and her presence disappeared, he gradually lowered his arm. With his face was covered in sweat. Cinderella, she won't give up so easily, will she? I'd better put an end to this when I can. At least he now knew what her motive was. But now he would need to be extra careful about using his Philosopher's Stone. I'd better go meet up with everyone. Cinderella gone, the heat in his body finally started to subside. He realized that to go back where the avalanche hit, he'd need to make a detour. While struggling with the poor ground structure and the strong winds, Shin climbed uphill. When he spotted the ball of light floating in the air, he felt relieved. It was a smoke signal shot up by his comrades. Shin braced himself and climbed the slope near the cliff. Guys.
Shin! よかった。無事だったのね。
Spotting Shin, everyone comes to his side. Thanks for putting out that smoke signal. Otherwise, I would have been lost.
Shin, 大丈夫？怪我はない？
Yeah, somewhat. I lost track of Cinderella though.
シンくんが無事で何よりですよ。シン、ごめんなさい。私がうかつだったから雪崩なんか起こしちゃって。
Don't worry about it. You only wanted to save me, right? Shin smiled at Arya, looking unusually down. In order to pry Cinderella off from Shin, Arya caused the wind using her spiral circuit. But that was also the wind origin Tiamat's territory. Yeah. That was also the wind origin Tiamat's territory. Arya was unable to control the winds and triggered the avalanche instead. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. And the stretch. Anyway, I'm here and safe. That is thanks to you, Arya. And that's enough.
シン、私今度は気をつけるね。もう失敗はしないから。
Yeah, I believe you. With that said, he pats her shoulders. He pats her shoulder. Arya lightly sobs before nuzzling against Shin's chest.
シン、私も心配してたんだから。
I know, Henry. Shin placed his palm on Henry's head. She looked like she wanted more. Perhaps she's jealous of Arya, who was occupying his chest.
シン、ちょっと怖い顔してるの。
Eh? Shin quickly covered his face. He thought he was smiling naturally, but unconsciously his expression may have been stiff. Well, I went through a lot of danger, but it's all okay. I feel relieved seeing your face, Henry.
あらシン、私の顔は？
Of course. I'm glad I'm able to see you again too, Celeste.
なんだかついでみたいな言い草なのね。
You are. You're all add-ons to Henry. Not at all. I'm really relieved you are reuniting with everyone.
罪作りですね、シンくんは。
それでこれからどうするかは考えていて。破壊者が動いていると分かった以上、事態はより深刻になっているわ。
状況を軍に知らせるために一度引くのも手ですが。
だけどナムテルが破壊者の手に落ちているとしたら、戻っている余裕はないのだわ。
Yeah. This dust is caused by Agrippa. Namtar is one thing, but we better stop them quickly. He didn't think Cinderella was lying about this. To prevent the valley from turning like the northern forest, the only ones who can act were Shin and his team.
わかりました。先へ進みましょう。シンくんの言う通り、破壊者の悪巧みを放ってはおけません。いいんですか、ソニア先生。
Arya's eyes widened with surprise.
ダスト濃度が濃くなれば気づかないはずはありません。学長なら素早く動いてくれますよ。
報告に戻るより先行する方に意義があるということですね。
Celeste nodded with a look of satisfaction. She didn't show it much, but Shin knew she deeply trusted her father, Faust. Let's go on ahead. Namtar and the destroyer should be at the source of the dust. Shin spoke up as he gazed up at the snowy valley. What? The wind? Shin noticed the change in his surroundings. For a moment, the wind stopped. Noticing the howling and stifling sounds of the wind, Shin raised his head. That's...
黒雲が渦を巻いて何かが出てくる。
みんな伏せてください。
The next moment, the group was struck with a sudden impact. As they grabbed onto a nearby rock to withstand the wind pressure that could blow them away in an instant. Guys, are you okay?
ちゃん、私に捕まって。ありがとうアリア。でも一体何が。
Holy, that's a god.
あの姿、ティアマトです。風のオリジン、ティアマト。
The impact that shook the earth was a massive tornado that burst out from the sea of clouds. The dragon flapped its wings and circled before gliding toward a particular point. A loud roar echoed throughout the mountains.
あっちはダストの反応が強い方角よ。私たちが向かってる。そこに破壊者がいるからオリジンは倒しに行ったのかしら。
Let's hurry over there too. Hang on. Yeah. If it's an Origin class god, there wasn't much to worry about. However, the capabilities of the destroyer Agrippa are unknown. Also, Shin wanted to make sure the Ash Demon Namtar wasn't slain by Tiamat either.
ティアマトの羽ばたきでダストが吹き散らされています。距離を詰めるなら今がチャンスですね。
If we could get to the destroyer and Namtar before the dust concentration rises too highly. The layer of atmosphere drilled a white tunnel through the dark dust. Shin glared at the mountains visible from in the distance. Alright. And that wasn't even... Oh, there it is.
ここなら大丈夫そうですね。
Why did you tell me to heal when there was a camp right there? Oh. That's the guy. Genomics. Hang on. Not alchemy. I only remember the first part. Oh. Where is he? These plus, huh? Right. This guy doesn't seem very useful. And then do these. When does Genshin maintenance end? Genshin maintenance ends at like around an hour. Fire Tempest. An hour from now. Yeah. Around there. Nothing. Alright. If it ends early. I mean, it always ends early. Alright, now there's two of these fuckers. Right. At least one of... Oh wait, no, the... Sure.
クロスガードファトンブリッドトリックネット
アマルガ
グラビティプレス
Alright. Let's use spinning shot, beat string, guardian oath, rain shot. Right?
ビート
スピニングシャッタ
レインシュートウィンドプリズン
That's alright damage.
ガーディアンオース
The problem with these guys is that
ーアマル
they ain't even good.
いくよ
They just have a shit ton of defense and HP. Huh? What? Warning? What does that mean?
そこ
クリアランスダスト
Oh,
インビジブルツリー切り裂け
enemy. Alright. Well,
使命のためにもっと強くなるの
right, yeah. These guys can storm me the fuck out. Right.
お見つけた
休むのも仕事のうち
Yeah, I got max SP. I should have used it on them, but you know, I got a policy.
これは素晴らしいですね。
私たちのチーム
All right, well, these guys are easy beans.
アーマーディバイドエレメントブリッドインビジブルツリー
Okay,
ソードブレイカ
嵐で閉じ込めるこれが私の
I got another card draw. All right, if there's another guy,
ー
there isn't another rock guy.
活路を開く
アーマーディバイドエレメントブリッドインビジブルツリー
ソードブレイカ
嵐で
Alright.
閉じ込めるこれが私の騎士
Ah, I
団
wish I got a dragon though. Wouldn't that be cool?
少し休憩しましょう。お茶はどうですか？
ねえねえこれっていいものかしら
ここなら大丈夫そうですね。
Okay, well, there's the boss. So
もらっていきましょう
I mean, I'm gonna heal anyway. So
立ちふさがるなら戦うしかない
fuck. There's the guys.
先陣を切るアーマーディバイドインビジブルツリー
ソードブレイカ
ミリオネアチュード
Look at all that damage, though. Look at all that damage that was mitigated. Fuck these guys. I don't even like their crests.
嵐で閉じ込め
Who
る
wants them? Literally no one. Cool. Their invincibility is what annoys me the most. Yeah.
グラビティプレスレインシュート。
スピニングシャッター。
Alright.
ヒートストリング
Surely I can kill.
エレメントブリッド。
Thank you.
まあざっとこんなものね。
Thank you for the rest on top of that as well. Well, you know, the first time it was a pain in the ass because of the invincibility. And then the other 2 times, they use invincibility after I've already used all my turns. So, at the end of their turns, they've run out of invincibility. Save. New save. And... Let me see something. Alright, never mind. Let's go. They had to reach the source of the dust as soon as possible. The strenuous trek from ridge to ridge left Shin and the others exhausted. Especially Henry, who seemed to be breathing heavily as she struggled to follow. Stumbling, Henry lost her balance. Right before she collapsed, Shin quickly grabbed hold of her body. Are you alright, Henry?
平気なのだわ。それよりあそこ。
Yeah, Tiamat is battling. Seeing multiple purple lightning bolts ahead, they captured the shadows of the dragon that was likely to be Tiamat soaring through among the dust. They were getting close. At this pace, they would reach the scene in less than 10 minutes. Shin pulled his hood deeper and prepared for anything to happen by readying the blade and it was on his gauntlet. That was when a bright light flashed on the in the battleground ahead. A snowy smoke that an explosive wind rose in a dome-shaped blast that blinded Shin and the others.
何も見えない。みんな手をつないで吹き飛ばされないように。
What's going on? What happened to Tiamat and the Destroyer?
死に何か近づいてくるの。糸に反応があったわ。
Henry must have instantly spread a barrier with her thread. Their vision was close to zero, but Shin raised his gauntlet to the direction Henry indicated. Right after, beyond the blinding snow, they saw a blurry black object emerging in seconds. It quickly took the form of a person. Ah, it's this guy. Agrippa.
誰かと思えばいつぞやの小僧ども。ここまで我を追ってきよったか。
爆発をめくらましにティアマトから逃げてきたのね。
We won't let that. We won't let you go. Seeing how the opponent was Agrippa, the group instantly got on guard.
うっとうしいことこの上ないわ。雑魚どもの相手をしておる暇なぞないというに。蹴散らせいナムタル。蹴散らすのじゃ。
Shit. What? Crimson eyes glinted with the cloud of smoke. Shin rapidly crossed his arms to deflect anything, to deflect against the sharp object thrust from the attacker. Namtar. Namtar held spears that must have been formed from the dust. Holding lengthy objects not suited for her size, she continued to strike at Shin. Hold it, Namtar. Before we fight, let's talk. She's not even willing to listen.
前はここまで凶暴じゃなかったのに。
アグリッパの制御下にあるの？
At this rate, unable to defend himself from the rush of attacks, Shin activated his Philosopher's Stone. Right before the spear struck him, the spear made of dust decomposed due to the Philosopher's Stone and was consumed into Shin's body. To the unexpected disappearance of her weapon, Namtar fell back from the force of her thrust.
今のさよ。やはりじゃな。うぬも賢者の石よ。それにそっちにおる娘はナムタルと波長が似ておる。アスタルテと縁のあるジューマ、あるいはコピーといったところか。
The eyes behind Agrippa's mask swarm around as they shifted their gaze towards Shin and Enri.
うぬらにも興味が湧いてきたのは生け捕りにしてじっくり調べたいところじゃが。
Agrippa grunted at the loud cry from behind.
ティアマトめ、邪魔じゃのう。ここはうざったいオリジン目から逃げるため、うぬらにおとりをやってもらうかな。
What? Agrippa raised the skull in his hand into the air. It must be a type of ether gear that the destroyer used. A black dust rose from the eyes of the skull, and as if it had been its own will, it attacked Shin and the others. Guys, get behind me! Shin rapidly defended Enri and the others, using the full power of the Philosopher's Stone. He took in the dust from the skull. Whoa! I'm fine. This is nothing.
うまかろう、うまかろう。我のダストはな。うぬらはオリジンと戯れておるがいいわ。
Wait, Agrippa. The destroyer turned around, but just as he tried to go after him, a spear thrown by Namtar pierced the ground near Shin's foot. Kuh, I won't let you.
ダメシン、ティアマトがこっちに来るの。
The twin wings flapped as they tore up in the clouds. The origin Tiamat in the form of a dragon loomed above Shin and the others.
待ってください。私たちは敵ではありません。破壊者を止めようとして。
Back down, Arya. Watch out. Tiamat's breath turned into wind blades that randomly slice the grounds around them. The enclosed area was gouged out of the terrain. Shin barely managed to avoid that by leaping off the side with Ari in his hands.
ありがとうシン。
If I still had, if I didn't have the boost from the Philosopher's Stone, I would have been in danger still. Shin eyed the massive dragon above him. Tiamat must recognize Shin, who consumed the dust, the same as the destroyer.
アグリッパにしてやられました。私たちにティアマトの相手をさせようだなんて。
Miss Sonia, everyone, back away. Tiamat is only after me. If you're with me, you'll get involved.
何を言っているの？シンを見捨てて逃げられるはずがないでしょ。みんなで力を合わせてなんとか切り抜けよう。
Sorry, everyone. Shin clenched his fist as he accepted the voices of his comrades. Tiamat showed signs of breathing down on them once again. Shin took a step. He ducked under its leg and to get its attention before hiding in the blind spot. I can't fight the Origin Tiamat. Seriously, I'd better find a way to escape. What the fuck?
戦って前に進まなきゃいけない時もある。
Also, yeah, you're right. You can't fight Tiamat because of flying. Oh, hello, Sankwarts.
アーマーディバイド。ブレイクサイン。トリックネット。
ソードブレイカ
ウィンドプリズン。
Alright, the pursuit magic isn't wind damage, so. Also, what's your wind resistance? Ah, it's double. Well, this isn't good, is it? Hmm. All right. Hmm.
アーマーディバイド。ヒートストリング。はっ。グラビティプレス。
宿れ力よ。
Etheric Edge, right? Yes. Of course you miss! Why wouldn't you miss? The one time you fucking miss, it's the strongest attack you can do. Fuck you!
切り裂け。ガーディアンオース。
Alright. Yeah. Piercing arrow does wind as well. Nothing there, shoot. Flame
チャ
arrow.
ンスですよ。ミリオネアシュート。ランサーチャージ。
アマルガムエッジ。
Hmm. Let's just say that this is the easiest boss fight I've had, which makes me believe that there's going to be another boss fight after. Oh. Don't stop missing. Thank you.
この勝利が
Oh, hello.
高みに導いてくれます。
Don't tell me that I can already make Sonya's B rank weapon. Tiamat raised a horrifying cry as thunderbolts showered from the heavens. The group ducked and hid under an insulated net woven by Enri.
すごい雷。これじゃ逃げることもできない。
せめてティアマトに通撃を浴びせないことには。
皆さん、今から飛来弾を使用します。それで少しの間ですが、雷撃をそらせるはずです。
Shin and the others had an earpiece to transmitted their voices. With this, they were able to hold a conversation without within the extreme thunderous roars.
シン君、飛来弾が有効な間に、なんとかティアマトの雷を止めることはできませんか？
That's... Shin observed Tiamat from under the net, out of its entire body illuminated by lightning. The dragon's forehead glowed particularly brightly. I think the dragon is using its forehead to summon the lightning. If we can apply damage there.
ソニア先生の飛来弾が有効な間に額にダメージを与えればいいのね。援護するよ、シン。
They quickly came up with a plan and readied themselves to charge any time. Maybe this time I'll be able to use Sonya the thumbnail. Miss Sonya loads her crossbow with arrows that contained a special spell.
3、2、1。飛来弾発射。
Fire. A crystal arrow was fired above. Forming a spell circle in the air, it collected all the scattering lightning bolts to a single point. In addition to that, the spell continued to stay afloat. That created a brief space on the ground where Shin and the others were.
出れば、シン、今のうちに。
Celeste rolled out of the net and dashed toward Tiamat. Tiamat slammed its tail, attempting to swat away Celeste. Celeste extended the blade of her rapier to its limit and leaped into the air like a pole vault. As he watched her magnificent leap, Shin closed in from the side. Celeste was a decoy. Their plan was, while she drew Tiamat's attention, Shin would strike.
南部の紡ぎ糸ファインドフラッシ
Henry's thread wrapped around Tiamat's wings and stopped the massive dragon from moving quickly. The special thread of obtained through a contract with the god Namu. Even the origin Tiamat wouldn't be able to break through it.
スパイラルサーキットクロックアップ3セコンドいったしロケットブースト
Whoa! An intense gust of wind pushed on Shin's back. His body turned into a bullet and shot straight toward Tiamat's forehead. To crack Tiamat's forehead, I'd need the strongest form suitable for a strike to do that. He had a spell constructed in his mind with the assistance of the Philosopher's Stone. The image in his mind took form. While being launched by the extreme wind pressure, he pointed his gauntlet toward Tiamat. Pile bunker. The liquid metal inside his gauntlet generated a magnetic field, and a red hot pile shoots at a tremendous speed. On top of Shin's momentum, he struck Tiamat in the forehead with extreme penetrating force. Oh, gah! The thunder stored in Tiamat became a flash that blinded Shin's vision. Again. Blasted away from the impact, Arya quickly runs forth to collect them. Blasted away from the impact, Arya quickly runs forth to catch him. I think. It felt like I did. Henry! Tiamat tore Henry's thread that bound it down and forced its wings to flap as it began to ascend. Impressive. A scratch from the part that controls lightning wasn't enough to wear down Tiamat. They all gathered close together and prepared for the impact from the skies. But the giant shadow of Tiamat became hazy and gradually faded. That's strange. How high is it going? It's highly unlikely, but with the thick layer of clouds, Tiamat finally disappeared completely. Still, the group remained in their battle stance, prepared for their next move.
静かになったわ。ねえ、やっぱり。
いえ、まだ油断はしない方が。
でも、オリジンの威圧感は遠ざかっています。
Did it really let us go? While still being suspicious, he questioned them. The next moment...
ここだ。
Huh? Oh. Whoa! Sonia! To the unexpected voice, Shin and the others literally jumped. Hello. Oh, hello. Cinderella who? Looking over, they spotted a winged lady on top of the rocks in the distance.
その姿、ジューマ？
Favorite origin so far. Two of them are flat and two of them are like this. My favorite origin out of those four I don't know.
もしかしてティアマト？
いかにも僕はティアマトの意識を転写した化身だ。そこの君、さっきの一撃は聞いたよ。
Shin quickly readied himself as the woman smiled while holding her forehead.
ああ、やめたまえ。僕に戦いを続ける意志はない。だからこの姿を見せたんだ。
You don't want to fight?
君たちだって同じだろ。この戦いは不幸な行き違いによって起こったもののようだからね。
Do you understand that we aren't one of the destroyers?
ああ、僕としたことが早とちりをしていたようだね。まあ、君たちも紛らわしい気配をまとっていたことだし、許してくれたまえ。
Yeah, well, now because of you, the actual destroyer has escaped. She must be referring to the Philosopher's Stone and the similarities between Enri and Namtar. Now taking form as a human, Tiamat clearly lost the will to fight. But they all released a sigh of relief and relaxed.
今度ばかりはダメかと思ったよ。でもよかった。ティアマト様に分かってもらえて。
様はいらないよ。それは人間が使う損傷だからね。
そうですか？
声をかけられた時は驚きました。少しちびってしまったかも。
Huh?
おや、それは悪いことをしてしまったな。いっそ脱いでしまったらどうだい？下履きなんていらないだろう。
Huh? In this weather?
いりますよ。大丈夫。替えの下着はありますから。
Does that mean Tiamat's avatar isn't wearing anything underneath? Alright, I think I found my favorite origin, guys.
シン、何を考えてるの？
Anyway, Tiamat, sensing Arya's cold stare, Shin decided to bring up the main topic. The reason why we're here is to come in contact with the humanoid ash demon called Namtar. In addition to that, we have to stop the destroyer's actions too.
複雑な事情があるようだね。はあ、皆まで言わなくてもいい。その代わり、君の頭を覗かせてもらうよ。
Huh? Tiamat made her way close to him. Shin was startled as she extended her finger towards him.
動かないで。いいと言うまでじっとしているんだ。
Okay. Tiamat's finger touched Shin's forehead. A chilling yet hot egg happened before Tiamat stepped away.
なるほど。賢者の石、アスタルテか。
You saw my memory?
うん、見せてもらった。もう楽にしていいよ。君たちのことは大体分かったから。
So like about the no panties thing, it
すごい。たったあれだけで。ティアマト、真の記憶を見たのなら今の状況も理解しているはずなの。私たちは今すぐアグリッパとナムタルを追いかけなくちゃいけないわ。
そうだね。うん。君たちとしては真の妹かもしれなくて、アスタルテの使命の手がかりとなるナムタルを見逃すわけにはいかないだろう。けれど僕も破壊者は放っておくわけにはいかなくてね。
Tiamat's expression turned harsh. Spreading her arms, she focused her attention on the cliffs and the mountains.
この谷は万物流天の風を吹かせる。それはソシエ。このアルケウス大陸にとってなくてはならないものなんだよ。
風が新しい命を運び、ダストを浄化する。その仕組みは分かっているつもりです。
でも破壊者はナムタルを使って風のあり方そのものを変えるつもりだ。ダストを振りまく死の風にね。僕は風を司るオリジンとして破壊者の企みを許すわけにはいかない。
Tiamat, we think the same, but
カイマ・ナムタルまで一緒に討伐されることは避けたいかな。
yeah. See, you get it. Shin nodded to Tiamat's words. Can you leave the destroyer to us? We need to stop Agrippa and catch Namtar. That's what we need to do.
そうだね。君たちの意志は尊重したいところだけど。
Tiamat makes a thoughtful look. For a second, she closes her eyes and concentrates.
今、冬眠をしてみた。この谷に人間たちの集団が近づいているね。
Troop.
王国の軍と錬金術師。それに連れているのはドールという兵器だろう。
Great.
マルドゥック派と軍だわ。異常に気づいてお父様が派遣したのね。
The Chancellor acts so fast. Shin and Celeste face each other. Having support when going against the destroyer can be would be helpful.
ですが大丈夫でしょうか。ハイカブリ姫の一件で人型のカイマはかなり危険視されています。軍やマルドゥック派は容赦なくナムタルを討伐しようとするのではないでしょうか。
ありえますね。最悪の場合、ナムタルの処置をめぐって彼らと対立することになるかも。ならその前にナムタルを捕まえないと。
僕も立場上放ってはおけない。いざとなったらナムタルの排除も厭わないから、そのつもりでいてくれ。
Can we take that as you'll give us enough time to for us to act? To Shin's question, Tiamat put on a friendly smile.
シン、君に課せられた試練は厳しい。けれど、それを乗り越えてこそ未来がある。自分を信じることだね。
Tiamat gazed deeply at Shin. When she touched upon Shin's memory, she must have touched upon the depths of his emotions. The way his soul is tempted by the dust caused by the seed planted in the Philosopher's Stone. That may become a threat to Soshi, despite knowing that Tiamat continued to respect Shin's will.
この付近には僕が結界を張っておいた。急ぐとは思うけど、必要なら一度体勢を立て直しておくといい。それからエンリー。
何？ティアマット。
Gestured over by Tiamat, Henry curiously approached her.
君が本当にアスタルテに生み出されたなら、まだ秘めているポテンシャルがあるんじゃないかと思ってね。君はもっと強くなれる。いや、正確には眠っている力があるというところか。
Tiamat raised her hand. She touched her forehead like Shin and formed a spell circle. A gust of wind blew around the two, unlike the frigid air that blew within the mountains. The wind now contained some warmth.
ティアマット、今のは？
きっかけは与えた。あとは君次第かな、エンリー。
私次第。
Henry stared at her palms, looking puzzled. Are you alright, Henry? How does it feel?
わからない。でも、わからないことがもどかしいような不思議な感覚なの。
さあ、急いだ方がいい。破壊者も、君たちとは違う錬金術師の一団も待ってはくれないからね。
感謝を、オリジン・ティアマト。
それはことがうまく運んでからにしよう。言っておくけど、君たちが失敗したら僕が動くからね。
Tiamat flapped the wings on her back as she disappeared into the mist. Haha.